When it comes to buying a new TV, people spend thousands of dollars chasing perfect contrast, perfect blacks, and perfect brightness. And then you put the TV in a room that's absolutely wrecked with dust, you got pet hair, and just gunk like all over the floors. But here's the lesson that I wish that my college self knew way back then. A clean room actually makes your TV look a lot better. And if you've got a dirty, dusty room, even the best TVs are going to look worse than it should. Which brings me to what's behind me. I'm at CES right now, and a huge thank you to Roborock for inviting me out to their booth and sponsoring this video. And what they have here will help keep my viewing space from turning into chaos. And I get it, like TV guy talking about vacuums, like feels a little bit random, but stick with me because it matters a lot more to your home setup than you think.
But before I get to all that, there's something that I want to do for you. Everybody needs a little extra cash, right? So I want to give you a chance to win $200. And all you have to do is leave a comment down below and tell me what movie or show you put on in the background whenever you're cleaning, or maybe just your best vacuum themed dad joke. I'm always looking for those. Make sure there's a way for me to contact you if I click on your YouTube account, just in case you win. Watch the video all the way through until the end and give the video a thumbs up. I'll keep this running for 10 days, open worldwide. Now, before I get into the hardware, I do want to give you some context because this isn't me just like randomly discovering robot vacuums for the first time. I've been reviewing tech for over a decade. TVs are my main thing now, but I've covered like smart home gear, audio, appliances, and robot vacuums for a very long time. And we used to have robot vacuums all over our house. I was reviewing these things, right? So we always had a ton of them. Then my daughter was born, and suddenly having a robot vacuum in the house just didn't really make a lot of sense for us anymore. We didn't want things like kind of bumping into her or scaring her, or just kind of like running over her toys that were everywhere, or forcing us to do like a full floor reset just to clean. So robot vacuums just kind of quietly disappeared from our house for like 4 years. But now that she's older and puts away her own toys without us asking, which is a very proud parent moment there, our house is starting to feel like something automated could actually help again. So I wasn't just at their CES booth to see the breakdancing flash mop, although that guy that like slid in on his head and kind of dropped the crumbs as he did so then it could then be vacuumed up, that was clean. But I was also there to see these products in action that were hopefully going to make my life a lot less stressful once I brought them home. But these vacuums were not gonna have it easy. Our house is like a worst case scenario for robot vacuums. I've got hardwood floors, rugs, carpets, lots of furniture, and consistent dirt coming in from the outside. And in my experience, those vacuum mop combo robots like almost always nailed one of those things and completely fumbled the other. The vacuum part tended to be pretty great, but the mopping kind of left a lot to be desired. Most of them use like 2 spinning pads. They'll spray some like soapy water down, just kind of smear it around in a circle. And look, like if you don't have kids and pets and people constantly tracking dirt inside, those might be enough. But if you've ever stepped on a sticky floor barefoot at 8 p.m., you know that that is not actually cleaning anything. And that's why the Qrevo Curve 2 Flow stood out to me. This is the first robot vacuum mop hybrid that I've used, and I've used a lot of them, that actually treats mopping like mopping. Instead of those spinning pads, it uses a roller mop, which is so much better. And that sounds like it's a small change, but like it's really not. A roller mop means that you have continuous clean water, you have constant pressure against the floor, and dirty water is being pulled away from that floor, not just kind of spreading it around. Now, the roller mops being better has always kind of been like a in theory thing, because in the past, they've all kind of had like similar issues across every single brand that use them. They get really gross and they smell terrible. The problem is that they are never getting fully cleaned off or dried off, so you're kind of left with a mop that smells like a dog that you haven't bathed in like years. Roborock's attempt to fix this is with their SpiraFlow tech. So you get like clean water that is constantly applied to the roller, and you can even see underneath the roller just like these little holes where the water gets sprayed in on the roller, and the dirty water gets collected separately. It's got 220 RPMs of rotation and 15 newtons of downward pressure. And the specs, like, they're gonna sound good on paper, but in practice, I was pretty skeptical about these things going into this. Now at my house, when I was letting it do its thing, there wasn't a single smear or smudge left behind on my floor. So I felt pretty good about that. But the biggest perk was that now, a few weeks later, there have been absolutely zero smells with this thing. Again, previous roller mops that I've used had kind of like 2 or 3 days max before that smell would become a problem. And Roborock assured me at CES that they solved that problem. And I think they might have actually done it. Now, a big part of that has to do with this shield that will automatically cover the roller mop when it's detecting a carpet or a rug. Now, normally these vacuums will just kind of raise the mop up, but they never really like fully clear the carpet, you know? Roborock knows this, so the mop will raise 15 millimeters and the roller shield covers the mop to ensure that the rug or carpet isn't getting wet. And the mop can also extend out within 10 millimeters of the edge, which is where like most of that gunk on the floor ends up collecting anyway. Now, vacuum-wise, it's no slouch either. 20,000 pascals of suction, so you're getting extremely strong suction. You have really good smart obstacle avoidance and one of the better navigation systems that I've seen on any of these robot vacuums. It mapped our cluttered layout cleanly, avoided furniture legs without hesitation, and didn't do that sort of like awkward like robot dance like underneath the chairs. Now, a lot of the magic of this thing also lies in that base station as well. You got auto emptying, it washes the mop, it dries it, and manages the clean and dirty water separately. And the design is also really clean, and it doesn't leak any dirty water or clean water around the base station, which is far more common than you think with these things. And listen, like I said, I was coming into this whole thing like pretty skeptical. I wasn't initially excited about robot vacuums coming back into our house. I was a little nervous about that because we've tried these things like for years and it was always the same thing. You had a great vacuum and just like an okay mop. But for the first time, I actually felt comfortable saying this is mostly replacing our mopping. And I say mostly replacing our mopping because like not every mess needs a robot, right? Sometimes something spills, and in our house, that usually happens when our 4-year-old insists on taking her very full bowl of cereal from the kitchen over to the dining room table all by herself. But you know, like gotta let your kids make those mistakes without judgment, you know what I mean? So for those bigger, messier, and crunchier messes, you need something else. The F25 Ultra is Roborock's newest cordless wet dry vacuum. And if you're unsure about like robot vacuums, this is gonna be sort of like your entry into that whole system. It vacuums and steam cleans at the same time, which is huge if you've got hardwood floors like I do, especially if you've got a toddler because that keeps everything like really sanitary. And that steam feature, it's the real standout here. The steam gets up to 356 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's consistent. You're not just picking up gross stuff off the floor, you're actually breaking it down and sanitizing the floor without the chemicals. Roborock calls this their vapor flow tech. You're also getting 187 degrees of running water with their water flow tech, so bacteria and allergies are actually getting taken care of. And all this stuff is super gimmicky marketing names and stuff that like nobody's really a huge fan of. But what I am a fan of is that it actually works, like as you can see. It also has flat reach capabilities, which is like really difficult to engineer for these combo vacs. Just means that you can lay it all the way down so you can get under low clearance things. It's lightweight, it's easy to maneuver around your furniture, and it doesn't like feel like a workout, which matters, right? Because like if something is annoying to use, you're not gonna use it. And with a toddler in our house, like we're reaching for this probably a little bit more than the average household, but this is great for those concentrated messes whenever the mess feels a little bit too big for a robot vacuum, like different tools, different jobs, like that kind of thing, right? And for us, that combo actually makes sense. The Qrevo Curve 2 Flow is gonna be for daily maintenance. You have large areas and cleaning that can just kind of happen in the background. The F25 Ultra handles those spot messes, the heavy grime, the gunk, and cleanups that need to be taken care of immediately. And together, they keep the space where I watch TV. See, I was gonna bring it back to TVs this whole time, the place where we relax into like a less like chaotic environment. Okay, so I know that this isn't like a traditional video for this channel. Like I understand that, but your TV, it doesn't exist in a vacuum. I'll pause for applause or eye rolls at that poor attempt at a dad joke. Picture quality isn't always defined by like just the panel type. Like I talk about this all the time on the channel. Like the conditions of the room matter way more than you think. It's the room, it's the lighting, it's how much you can control that light, but also the floors and the environment, right? If you're gonna be spending serious money on your home theater setup, it makes sense to take care of the space around it too. If you want more information on these two products or any of Roborock's other products, make sure to put all the links in the description down below. And listen, don't worry, next video, we're gonna be back to talking about purely TVs. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.